So those who are following the Zimbabwean politics will note that it's quite clear that the constitutional changes that are enacted by Emerson Mnangagwa are meant to thwart the supremacy of the military, which has been the order of the day since the emergence of ZANU-PF, as well as since taking state power in Zimbabwe. The military has always been in control of the elections, has always been in control of who actually becomes the president, if you look at the history of ZANU-PF. Now, the mind-boggling question is Emerson Mnangagwa going to be successful in terms of thwarting that? And also we are going to be looking at how he has betrayed the military, as well as retired General Chiwenga. Now, if you know the facts, is that in 2017 it was the military that resuscitated the political career of Emerson Mnangagwa. It was also retired General Chiwenga who was then leading the military, who sacrificed because it could have gone wrong, and also there was an agreement between Mnangagwa as well as the military. That agreement, Mnangagwa did not stick to the agreement. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, according to Jealous Mawari, in 2018, in fact, when there were the first elections post the coup that saw Emerson Mnangagwa being the president, Mnangagwa dismally performed. He lost the elections, and then he was called by the military, which actually gave him a chance, just a single chance, to prepare to actually hand over power to the next person who will be influential, who would be voted by the people through ZANU-PF, because the military wants ZANU-PF to continue leading Zimbabwe, but also they want a leader who will be popular within ZANU-PF. They don't want a leader who is unpopular, like Emerson Mnangagwa. What did Mnangagwa do after he was told this? He actually he tried to, in fact, he did reverse this by going after military generals, all of the military generals who actually told him that that was his last term to serve. And how did he go after them? We saw them dying one by one, brigadier by brigadier, going to the National Heroes Acre, being buried 1 week after another, some collapsing in their farms. They died mysterious deaths. Now, not all, even retired General Chiwenga, by the way, he was almost as good as dead when he was airlifted from South Africa to China. By God's grace, he survived. Not only that, now Mnangagwa went for the second term, and when he went for the second term, the anticipation was that this was going to be his last term. The second term, by the way, he betrayed the military, because the military generals told him that it was your last term. So going for the second term, that is why the military did not support him in terms of even conducting elections. Mnangagwa used the Central Intelligence Organization. That is when FAS, Forever Associates, was actually created and crafted by Emerson Mnangagwa. They ran elections pathetically, but somehow Mnangagwa managed to survive. I just wondered if there were protests similar to what transpired in 2018. Was the military going to rescue Emerson Mnangagwa? Well, that's the question for another day. Now, And not only that, when Mnangagwa wins elections, apart from going for the second term against the direction of the military, he also began now to actually show that he undermines and disrespects the military and retired General Chiwenga as well as the war veterans. He now began to actually campaign for the constitution mutilation so that he becomes a life president. This life presidency is masqueraded as just extension of his term with 2 years. But we know that even if he was given those 2 years, he would never actually hand over power if he is still alive. He would love to continue looting, plundering the country into crisis. And they would not just hand over power in a silver platter, just like that. Now, he started the process of seeking for a third term. Now, as if that was not enough, now we are in a situation whereby Emmerson Mnangagwa is introducing the bill to change the constitution. Now, before that, last year in December, it is now clear that retired General Chiwenga tried to block, in fact, successfully blocked the bill. The bill was supposed to be introduced in December. In fact, it was supposed to be introduced around October. Blessed Geza came through and it was postponed in December. Retired General Chiwenga blocked it. Now, beginning of the year, he attempted to block it, but he was outnumbered. But it must be emphasized that generals such as retired General Chiwenga as well as Anselam Senyatwe, I'm sure that these individuals should not just be seen as mere politicians, but these are deployees by the military to the government to actually cater for the interest of the military. Now, the proposals, amendments that are proposed by Mnangagwa, they are not only seeking to extend his term of office, but he wants now to thwart the very power that the military used to actually put him in power. He wants to remove that clause. Now, if you've been following this channel, I've actually made it quite clear that the military has forewarned Emmerson Mnangagwa through the military intelligence report. I think if you want to know about it, I've done some live broadcast on that, reading it in detail and as well as doing some commentaries about that. It was so clear that please dump this this amendment bill that you want to approve. He was told on the 16th of January. And what did Emmerson Mnangagwa did? He also showed a middle finger to the military. He went ahead in terms of actually implementing that particular bill. Now they have approved it. Approving it means it is now in the hands of the Speaker of Parliament. Mnangagwa is going with this idea, with the advice, clear advice from the military intelligence, giving reasons that actually relate with the interest of the people, that the process and the procedure in terms of actually seeking to extend his term of office is unconstitutional. And they were not challenging, in fact, saying if you want to extend your term of office, do it properly. You have to actually go to the people. If the people say yes, then you can actually extend your term of office. You can mutilate the constitution in a manner you want to do, but as long as the people have not said so. So that actually intelligence seeing surfacing to the desk of Emmerson Mnangagwa and undermining it, I think that on its own is a clear indication that he disrespects and undermines the military. Now, in the mind of Mnangagwa, he thinks that the reshuffles that he has made actually guarantees him of doing as he pleases. But I must undertake to tell you that I mean, he's simply playing with fire. It doesn't happen like that. And as you will see, already he has crossed numerous red lines, serious red lines, and already his intentions are now known. And these days are going to be very, very crucial going forward. You are going, I've said Mnangagwa should do this so that he fast forward his tenure in office, and his actions alone, they are actually fast forwarding, his lifespan as the president of Zimbabwe, because he is now biting the hand that placed him into that presidency. And in that regard, he is no longer safe as a president. Neither are his children as well as his wife safe. Will he fight back? He will try to fight back. Will he continue to try and close out the military? Continue. He will do so, as well as the war veterans. But will he succeed? I don't foresee him succeeding. How? I think I will leave it there, because I've said I don't want a scenario whereby I point out in my video. Most of the times when I do so, I'm on point, and I appear like someone who is alerting him on what to do. So I will end it saying, just by saying, I don't foresee him succeeding with mutilation of the constitution. He would not just be opposed by the military, but the military would be backed up by the people of Zimbabwe as a last resort. And definitely Emmerson Mnangagwa will go down. He will not actually lead this country up to, especially this year, completing it as a president. I don't foresee that being a reality. And finishing his term. In fact, I have always said I don't foresee him finishing his term. Plus also this year, completing it in a manner he wants to carry himself out. He could have maybe completed his term if he carried out himself well, but already he has actually shown that he's not a human being, especially to those who are humane to him. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.